Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How are you, everyone? Welcome in a new English class of Mega Goal 6 for third secondary grade for second semester grammar. Can I ask you guys to open your book on page 68 and 69? Okay, let's get started. Okay, objectives. Okay, guys, in this lesson we are going to focus on achieving these two goals. The first one, to identify use of adjective clauses and relative pronouns. Second, identify use of relative pronouns as subject and object of adjectives. Okay, so these the common things between the two things or the two objectives are relative pronouns. Okay, guys, please look at this picture. What we call these words: who, that, whose, which, whom. They are what? Are they what? Okay, they are relative pronouns. في اللغة العربية الريلاتيف بروناونز هي أسماء الوصل أو أسماء الموصول، بمعنى الذي، التي، okay, الذين. Okay, the relative pronoun. Now, the definition of relative pronouns, who, which, whose, that, is one which is used to refer to a noun mentioned previously. Okay, Okay, please pay attention to this definition because we will take some examples later. Mentioned previously, whether they are people, places, things, animal, or idea. Relative pronouns can be used to join two sentences together. Okay, look at this example. Look, I know a person. This sentence, that's the first sentence. I know a person who speaks 3 languages. I know a person who speaks 3 languages. Who is a relative pronouns. Okay, relative pronouns بمعنى في اللغة العربية بمعنى الذي، يعني أنا أعرف الشخص الذي يتحدث 3 لغات. Okay, so who comes as adjectives. Okay, the language that he or she speaks at home is Spanish. The language that. So what do you think? What is the difference between the first sentence and the second sentence? Why we use who and why we use that? Who, because it's previous by noun. It's previous by noun. Okay. Previous by noun. Okay, guys. Look at the first one. Who, previous by person. Person is a noun, so because person we use who. And the second, because language is things, we use that. Okay, who and that كلاهما معناها الذي، بس استخدمنا هو بمعنى لأنها سبقت بشخص، واستخدمنا ذات لأنها سبقت بشيء. Okay. More adjective clauses and relative pronouns. Okay, let's go to the example directly. I know a person who speaks 3 languages. I know a person who speaks 3 languages. Who is a relative pronoun. We use who because previous by person. Okay, and we call this who speak 3 languages. We call it adjective clause. Okay, adjective clause بمعنى جملة وصفية. Okay, جملة وصفية لبيرسون. Okay, adjective clause. And the language that he or she speaks at home is Spanish. Also that relative pronouns. Okay, and that he or she speaks at home in Spanish is adjective clause. Okay, describing language. Go. Also we have which. We can use which instead of that. For example, you see here, we have relative pronoun related clauses to nouns in adjective clauses. We can use the relative pronouns who for people, okay, as I told you, when you previous by person, Muhammad, Ali, student, teacher, we use who, okay, and which and that for things, which and that for things. ونستخدم الwhich والذات لما سبقت بأشياء. Okay. Okay, guys. Can I ask you to pay attention to these two examples? She is the kind of person. She is the kind of person that is always there for her friends. So, what do you think? Why we use that here instead of who? Okay. Why? Because we have person, and that we can use that for both things or person, but person because general. We don't specify who is the person. We don't specify who is the person, Ahmed, Ali, just person in general. Okay, so we can use that. The teacher who helps me with my English is very kind. So we know the teacher, so we use who. So that we use it for general person, who we use it for specify or for a specific person. Okay, so guys, from what we have said, that we use who or that for people, who or that for people, okay, and we use which or that for things, animal, ideas, okay, and we have where for a place. Let us to focus on these two examples. The man who or that is driving that car is my uncle. Okay, so we use who or that. Both are correct. Who or that, both are correct. Okay. The teacher who or that I like the most is Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts. So we use who and or that, who or that. So both are correct. Okay, guys. So for people we can use who or that. Who for a specific person, that for general. Okay, and don't forget, guys, who after who we can use adjective. We can use adjective clause, يعني بمعنى جملة وصفية. Okay. طيب, what about things and animals, ideas? Which or that, okay. The bags, which or that, we can use both, which or that, is on the table is mine. The bag which that is on the table is mine. بمعنى يا شباب أن هذا الكيس الذي على الطاولة هو خاص بي. الذي هنا يعني بمعنى الذي. Okay. The documentary which or that I watched last night was terrible. Okay. Which or that, because documentary things. Place where يعني المكان الذي. Okay. The place where I live is beautiful. Okay. The place where المكان الذي. Okay, guys. These are relative pronouns. Who, that بمعنى الذي هو للأشخاص للأشخاص بشكل عام. هو بالتحديد نستخدم هو، والذات بشكل عام. which للأشياء، والعام ذات. Okay. where للأماكن. Okay. Now, can I ask you now to open your book on page 69? We have exercise there. And I want you to match the sentences with the correct answer, and you write the sentence again. Okay, guys. Here I already answered these questions. Number 1, a photograph is someone. Okay. A photograph is someone. يعني المصور هو الشخص الذي. Who or that. Both are correct. Takes photographs. So we use relative pronouns to join these two sentences together. Okay. A fashion designer اللي هو مصمم الأزياء is someone هو ذلك الشخص. Okay, who or that الذي. Okay, creates clothing. Okay, so we use who or that because someone is a person, so we use who or that. Okay, a flag is something which or that is a symbol of a nation. Why we use which? Because something. Okay, and also we can use that. We can, instead of which, we can use that. Okay, a linguist يعني الشخص اللغوي اللي يتحدث اللغات is someone هو ذلك الشخص who or that الذي كلاهما معناها الذي okay studies language الذي يدرس اللغة. 5. Ahmed or hammer is something which or that, because we have something. Okay, hammer something. Okay, hammer is something, so it is hammer is something which or that. We use which because something, and also we can use that is used to put nails in a wall. Nail اللي هو شباب المسمار in the wall على الجدار, so we use which because something, things, شيء. An exam is something, okay, which or that test students' knowledge. Okay, from this exercise, guys, we can figure out that we can use relative pronouns. We have 3 relative pronouns. We have who, that, and which. Who with persons, which with things, that with both, with persons or with which. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Now you can look at this slide and you can look at it and review in your book. Okay, guys. Hopefully you enjoy my class today. I hope see you next time, inshallah. Thank you so much.